So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to make massage bars. So we're going to start out with 2 ounces of yellow beeswax, which I have the pastilles here, which are nice to melt. Then I have 2 ounces of cocoa butter. I have the natural non-deodorized, so it has a little bit of a nutty smell, which I like. I have an ounce of shea butter. Now I'm using a high melt point shea butter, but you can use a regular shea butter. And then I have half an ounce of coconut oil. This is 92 degree, but you can use the 76 degree. And all of that is going to get melted into my double boiler here. Once we do that, we're going to add 0.3 ounces of your liquid oil. You can use avocado, sunflower, grapeseed, whatever you want to make or use. You know, it's going to be for, if it's for personal use, obviously you may want to get all nice and use something like avocado oil. And then I'm going to use Aruba coconut from Maple Street Candle. And I'm going to color it with just a little bit of Angry Rose from Mad Micah's. So these are both new. I have not used either of these yet, so it'll be fun to see what she turns out like. And then I'm going to use this handy dandy massage bar mold from Two Wild Hairs. Alright, so all of our hard oils and butters are melted. Okay, we're about 170. I'm going to put in, what I did was I put my mica already in my liquid oil, and it obviously will lighten up a lot, and we'll see if I want to add any more, but just add your loose oil to your butters, and be careful because your double boiler will be hot. She's pretty. I like that shimmery color. Okay, and let me see what I'm at. Temperature wise, I'm at 152 now, so I'm going to add my fragrance. And just make sure everything's incorporated well, because this will cool down fast and everything will start to solidify. I just have this in a dish to help support the mold because it's a very loose mold, you know, it's not a hard solid silicone. As it comes up the side of the double boiler, because the sides are obviously cooler, I'm going to show you real quick. You see stuff start to solidify, so, but I just put it in here. It's for personal use, so, and it all solidifies the same. Okay, it wants to come off my finger. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these in the freezer for not too long. There's a lot of hard butters in here, so they'll solidify pretty fast, and then I'll show you what she looks like. Alright everyone, so we're back with our massage bars, and I'm showing you this because I will show you that no matter how often we make stuff, none of us are perfect. So I wasn't paying attention, I should have been, to how warm my mold still was, and I unmolded this too soon, so these obviously had broke off because the center was still too warm here. this part was actually still almost, it wasn't liquid, but it was still very soft and dark, and you could see that it wasn't ready to come out once I had molded. So to always check your mold, especially when it's one like this, because these can be fragile trying to get it out of this kind of a mold. If it's more of a puck mold, you won't have that issue, but you still have to make sure that it is completely cooled in the center. So take out our other one. So once I realized, okay, I'm not ready yet, I left this one alone, and see, she comes out perfectly intact. So just make sure with whatever mold that you're going to use that it feels cool to the touch, and maybe just leave it a little bit longer. So now with these, just leave it in a cool place. I would not leave it anywhere where it gets really warm, because remember, this is still meant to melt on contact with the skin. So, and you'll feel it. The mica I used, I didn't end up with a really vibrant color, but you don't want to, because what'll happen is you'll stain the skin. Now, I can see just a very hint of maybe a blush sheen. It's probably hard for you to see, but I definitely feel it, and it feels really nice, all the butters in here. So just keep it in a nice cool place. I would keep it, I don't know if you keep everything in your soap room. I tend to keep everything in my soap room, but that's it. So that's a massage bar, and it smells really nice. This Aruba coconut, it came through really well in the bar. And you can substitute any of the hard butters, like the cocoa butter. If you don't have cocoa butter and you've got mango, use that. Kokum is another really hard butter. So you can play around with substitutions and just try and keep the percentages the same. So that is massage bars, something fun and different to do, and for personal use or whatever. So now that my skin feels really nice. So everybody have a great day and enjoy trying something new. All right, have fun, y'all.